Welcome to Uncover Time, where the past returns in vivid stories made for all to understand. Today, Napoleon Bonaparte is remembered as a great general and emperor, but his story begins far from power, as a young boy on a small island. He was born on August 15, 1769, in Ajaccio on the island of Corsica. Only months before, Corsica had been taken over by France. His mother, Letizia, was pregnant during a war. She followed her husband through mountain camps, and Napoleon was born into struggle. Later, Napoleon said, "I was born when my country was dying," and he remembered seeing French soldiers take over his homeland. Corsica was a rough island. The people were strong, proud, and used to fighting for freedom, and that spirit stayed in Napoleon. Napoleon's family was noble but poor. His mother had 13 children. Only 8 survived, and she raised them with discipline and love. Napoleon respected his mother deeply. He said, "All my success comes from my mother and her good teachings." His father, Carlo, worked with both Corsican and French leaders, and he helped Napoleon get into a military school in France. At age 10, Napoleon left Corsica for school in Brienne, a town in France. He didn't speak French well and was teased by other boys. They called him a foreigner. He was alone and far from home, so he focused on books, maps, and learning. Napoleon became quiet and serious. He didn't trust people easily, but he found strength in studying. He loved math, history, and geography. These helped him dream about leading armies and changing the world. He read stories of ancient heroes, Caesar, Alexander, and others, and a book called Plutarch's Lives was his favorite. He made one close friend, Bourrienne, who later became his secretary, but mostly, Napoleon stayed alone. At 15, he was sent to the top military school in Paris, and at 16, he became an officer in the French army. He was posted in Valence. His pay was small, but he sent money home to help his family. His father had died, and he was now the head of the family. He missed Corsica. He missed its smell, its mountains, its rivers, but he worked hard and impressed his officers. He studied military science and gave smart ideas, and he read many books about politics, war, and history. He also enjoyed music, theater, and dancing, and on a trip to Paris, he had his first experience with love. Sometimes he felt lonely and sad. He even thought about ending his life, but he kept going, always learning, always planning. In 1791, he wrote an essay saying the best life was simple, living on land, with a family, away from city problems. But the judges didn't pick his essay. Later that year, he returned to Corsica. He now believed Corsica should stay part of France, but his old hero, Paoli, disagreed. Napoleon lost local elections in support, and he was forced to leave Corsica again, feeling rejected and angry. Back in France, he saw the revolution up close. He saw crowds attack the king. He didn't like the violence, but he stayed loyal to the new republic. In 1793, Napoleon helped win an important battle in Toulon. His smart use of cannons helped defeat the enemy. He was made a general at just 24 years old, but soon after, he was arrested when his political allies fell from power. He lost his job and had no money. He walked the streets thinking about suicide. A friend gave him money and hope. In 1795, royalists tried to take control. The government called Napoleon for help. He used cannons to stop the attack. It worked. He became a national hero. A few months later, he married Josephine and was given command of the army of Italy. This was the turning point. The quiet boy from Corsica was now a young general. He was ready to shape the future. Thank you for watching Uncover Time. If you enjoyed this episode, like, share, and subscribe, and join us again as we uncover the past together.